Most people look in the mirror to check their hair or their outfit. But what if I told you that your skin is actually a high-tech dashboard? And right now, it might be flashing a red warning light that you're mistaking for just getting older. Today, we're looking at the case of Sarah Martinez, a 34-year-old elementary school teacher, marathon runner, and mother of two. On a Tuesday morning in March, Sarah noticed a small patch on her forearm, barely the size of a dime. It didn't hurt. It didn't itch. 48 hours later, Sarah would be in the ICU, multiple organs failing, doctors scrambling to save her life. Because that tiny mark? It was the last warning her body could give.
Hey everyone, before we get into today's story about Sarah, I wanted to say thank you for the incredible response to our last video. I spent the last week researching something that I think is vital for all of us to understand: how our skin acts as a warning system for our internal organs. I'm really proud of this one. Make sure you stay with me till the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive in.
6 months before that Tuesday, Sarah noticed darkened patches on the back of her neck and armpits. It looked like dirt that wouldn't wash off. She scrubbed. She used whitening creams. Nothing worked. Her mother said it was just age spots. Sarah believed her. Because who goes to the doctor for dark skin? That velvety texture is called acanthosis nigricans, a visible sign that your insulin levels are dangerously high. It's your body screaming, "I'm heading toward diabetes." But high insulin doesn't just affect blood sugar. It inflames your blood vessels. It taxes your liver. It sets the stage for what comes next. For Sarah, this was warning sign number 1. Her body was already struggling. By January, redness spread across Sarah's cheeks and nose, shaped like a butterfly. She thought it was rosacea. She bought gentler face wash, wore more sunscreen. But the flush got worse. Her joints started aching, knees, wrists, fingers. She blamed the cold. She blamed being tired. That butterfly rash is a hallmark sign of lupus, an autoimmune disease where your immune system attacks your own tissues, your joints, your kidneys, your heart. Lupus is a master of disguise. Fatigue gets blamed on stress. Joint pain gets blamed on age. A rash gets blamed on sensitive skin. For Sarah, her immune system had been waging silent war for months, and she thought it was just dry skin.
On the Monday before everything collapsed, Sarah's daughter said, "Mommy, your eyes look funny." Sarah checked the mirror. The whites of her eyes had a yellow tint, like old paper. Her fingernails were yellow too. She'd seen this before. Her grandfather looked like this a week before he died from liver cancer. But Sarah pushed the thought away. "I'm only 34. I'm healthy. This is probably just allergies." She took an antihistamine and went to bed. That yellow tint is jaundice. It means bilirubin, waste your liver should filter out, is building up in your bloodstream. Jaundice means your liver is failing to process waste, or something is blocking your bile ducts. For Sarah, it meant her liver was on the edge of failure. Her body was drowning in its own waste. She had maybe 48 hours before catastrophic organ shutdown.
Tuesday morning, Sarah woke up weak and lightheaded. Her fingertips looked swollen, bulbous, like someone had inflated them. She tried to take a deep breath. She couldn't. "David," she whispered, "something's really wrong." In the ambulance, her nail beds, which had been yellow that morning, were now turning blue. A deep, dusky blue. The paramedic squeezed her fingertip and exchanged a glance with his partner. "We need to move. Now!" Blue nails, cyanosis, mean your blood isn't carrying enough oxygen. It's a sign of severe respiratory or circulatory failure. When your tissues can't get oxygen, they start to die. Brain cells, heart cells, kidney cells. For Sarah, the blue nails meant she was minutes away from complete organ failure.
In the ER, doctors worked frantically. Blood tests, CT scans. They were trying to figure out why a healthy 34-year-old was in multi-organ failure. Then a dermatology resident noticed something. That tiny patch on Sarah's forearm, the one she dismissed as nothing, was still there. A small, reddish-brown sore, slightly raised, crusty. It looked like a scrape that wouldn't heal. The resident took a biopsy. 3 days later, Merkel Cell carcinoma. An aggressive, rare skin cancer that looks like a harmless sore. But it doesn't stay on the skin. It spreads rapidly to lymph nodes, liver, lungs, brain. For Sarah, that tiny spot had been silently spreading for months. When it reached her liver, it triggered everything: liver failure, jaundice, immune collapse, multi-organ shutdown. All from a spot the size of a dime.
Sarah survived. Barely. 3 weeks in the ICU. Emergency surgery. 6 months of immunotherapy and radiation. She lost her hair. Lost 30 pounds. Had to relearn how to hold a pencil. Today, Sarah is in remission. But she'll never run a marathon again. Her liver function is permanently compromised. She has chronic fatigue. 12 medications a day. And every morning, she looks in the mirror and thinks about that Tuesday when she noticed the spot and told herself it was nothing. If I had gone to the doctor when I first saw the dark patches on my neck, Sarah told me, her voice cracking, maybe they would have caught it early. Maybe I wouldn't have lost a year of my life. Maybe I'd still be able to play tag with my kids. She paused. I thought I had time. Here's what you need to understand. Your skin is not just wrapping paper. It's a diagnostic tool. It's your body's last-ditch effort to get your attention. Velvety dark patches? Get your insulin checked. Butterfly rash? See a rheumatologist. Yellow eyes? Emergency room. Don't wait. Blue nails? Call 911. Any spot that doesn't heal in 2 weeks? Dermatologist. No excuses. Sarah thought she had time. She didn't. You might not either.
If this video made you think of something you've been ignoring, please don't wait. Make the appointment, because the person you save might be yourself.